Hey everyone, in this video we're diving into the Resty package in Golang. Resty is a powerful user-friendly HTTP client that simplifies making API requests. Whether it's a simple GET request or handling complex retries and timeouts, Resty makes it easier and more efficient. Let's jump right in. Now you might be wondering, why use Resty when Go already has the net-HTTP package? Well, while net-HTTP is powerful and gives you complete control, it's pretty verbose. You end up writing a lot of boilerplate just to make a simple request. Resty simplifies that. It's like having a well-organized toolbox instead of scattered tools. Here's what I love about it. Fluent API. The chainable methods make your code more readable. Compare the first snippet, which is Resty, with the second one, the traditional one. It handles retries, timeouts, and automatic JSON marshaling, unmarshaling out of the box. No need to set up custom logic for that. Error handling. You can directly check response status, error, and result without juggling multiple variables. Performance. It reuses connections efficiently, keeping latency low for high-throughput APIs. To demonstrate Resty usage, we have built a simple task management API in Go. Here is the server code, and this is the client. The server supports creating, reading, updating, and deleting tasks, commonly known as CRUD operations. Let's walk through the code and see how it works. Here, we define the task struct. Each task has an ID, a title, and a done field to track completion status. Then, we set up some global variables. Tasks holds all our task records. ID counter generates unique IDs for new tasks. Mu is a mutex that ensures thread safety when modifying tasks. In main, we register two root handlers, /tasks for listing and creating tasks. Here is the handler. /task/ for updating or deleting a specific task. This is its handler. Finally, we start the server on port 8080. Now let's dive into the /tasks handler. On a GET request, we return all tasks as JSON. For a POST request, we decode the incoming task, lock the mutex, assign a new ID, and append it to the task list. Next, this function handles updates and deletions. For PUT requests, we pass the task ID from the URL, find the matching task, and update its title and status. For delete, we locate the task by ID, remove it from the slice, and return a success message. In the client code, we are going to call an API to create a new task, get all tasks, update and delete a task. Let's first install the Resty package. The documentation specifies that we need to add this to the mod file. Let's do that. Now, let's implement the client code. First, we import the Resty package. Let's install this package. Now we initialize the Resty client. Here, we create a new Resty client using resty.new. We set the base URL using setBaseURL function, which means all our API calls will be relative to this endpoint. This keeps our code cleaner. Before we start using the client, let's define the task struct that we will use to send and receive data. Next, let's create a new task using a POST request. Here, I'm creating a task struct with a title and a done status. I've set done to false. Now let's make the post request. Client.r creates a new request. Set timeout ensures the request fails if it takes longer than the defined time, which is 2 seconds. SetHeader defines the content type as JSON. Using setBody, we send new task as the request payload. Now we need to receive the created task. Let's define a variable created task where we'll store the response. In SetResult, we pass the address of the created task. This binds the response to our created task variable. Finally, we call post and pass the API. This sends the post request to the /tasks endpoint. Post returns Resty response and an error. Let's receive the error. Now we handle errors and print the created task. If something goes wrong, we log the error and stop execution. Otherwise, we print the newly created task. Next, let's fetch all tasks using a GET request. Here, we define a task slice to hold the results. The SetResult automatically unmarshals the JSON response into our slice. Then, GET with /tasks fetches the task list. Then we handle the error. If everything goes well, we print the tasks. Now, let's update the task title and mark it as done. Here's what's happening. We define an updated task with a new title, Master Resty, and set done to true. We use put instead of post because we're updating an existing task. With sprintf, we build the endpoint using the task ID. If the update succeeds, we print the updated task details. Finally, let's delete the task using its ID. This delete request removes the task with the given ID. Let's check if it succeeded. If there's no error, we confirm that the task was deleted. Let's run the program now. First, start the server. Now we will run the client. Here we can see the task is created. Then we fetched all tasks. All tasks are printed here. Here we updated the record. This is the deleted entry. And that's how you can perform CRUD operations with the Resty package in Golang. We created, fetched, updated and deleted tasks using simple, clean code. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, share and subscribe. See you in the next one.